Welcome back, peeps. My name is Shantini.
And my name is Serbani. We are UnderTwenty.
Our guide to the universe. So happy New Year's, guys. Welcome back. It's been 8 months, 8 long months, but we're here back and better than ever. 2021, you know the vibes. You know the vibes.
Wishing you guys all the best for this new year. We know how 2020 was. It was quite a rough ride, but we hope and we know better now for ourselves. And we know maybe this year we can grow, learn more, and just try to do and improve from last year.
That's right. So today, Sirani will let us know what our topic is. Go ahead, Sirani. Start us off.
So today, Shantini and I will be discussing about diversity and inclusiveness and the importance of these two aspects within our community, but also in a global perspective. So, how did we actually come across this topic? And stuff will also be discussed. And I will start with how we came across this topic. So, I think Shantini and I were just reflecting on like our island, and we were just seeing a lot of things come up in the past few weeks and months, and we just realized that like as an island, although we are so diverse and although we have so many people in on our island from different cultures and body types and hair textures, etc., we often do not see it all being represented. And we just wanted to bring across such a message in which we can see finally ourselves being represented properly, not only us, but like just people who do not feel like they're being seen. So we just wanted to create this discussion for that and highlight different topics, not different topics, I mean, yeah, highlight different topics and about this specific situation and different issues about it. So yeah, and that's how we came across it. Take it away, Chantal.
All right. So it's 2021, guys. It's like we have to be real with it. Sarai and I have actually like we've encountered a lot, maybe like in 2020, especially and 2019. I feel like 2020 went so fast. But anyways, in 2019 and 2020, and we noticed a little bit too much because we're just woke queens, period. But I feel like every country has its own beauty standards, and St. Martin's beauty standard, I would have to say you guys can like comment if you disagree with me. Let me know, DM me, do what you gotta do. Check me on it. But I feel like St. Martin's beauty standard is light skin and curly hair. If you have to ask someone like what is your type, they might say they don't have a type, but then end up keep saying like curly hair. Like curly hair is like a must. And that have not only reflected on someone's opinion on what their type is, but it also reflected on the art being displayed on the island, um, also on like different social media platforms and just discussions in general. And both Rabani and I, we do not have curly hair. We are not light skinned. So it does kind of like alarm us because we are not appreciated like those or how we would like to be appreciated as well. But yeah, it's kind of sad that the fact that we are in 2021 and
I just feel like you want me to just take it away from here.
Mhm.
I just feel like that since we are in 2021, I don't feel like we should be able to still fight and have to discuss about wanting to be represented and appreciated for like the person you are. I feel like with all of these types and everything, and just continuously creating content or sharing content that enforces such standards is so harmful, because we're not talking about the rest of the 90%, for example, who certainly do not fit these standards but should be also seen and also appreciated as well. So I think that's like one issue here, because I feel like up until today, I think diversity and just the idea of being included is seen as a exotic topic. I don't know how to explain it exactly,
Or
but it's just seen
sorry,
as a concept or a series.
correct. I agree.
Sorry,
I
it's
agree
seen
with you. Yeah, I was about to say have to like be like something special or like Black History Month, for example, or
to be
Diwali,
displayed.
just to be displayed like
Why
um
can't you show
we
it
did
every
what we
day?
did
Why can't it
recently.
be exactly? Why can't it be shown every day? Why can't it be part of what you're displaying and ingrained in what you are
Man,
presenting to the world?
you know that TikTok where it goes, I just want to feel appreciated. That's exactly how you feel. Honestly, if you can relate, you can relate. Like that's it. But I don't know.
Yeah,
It's kind of sad the fact that we even have to be talking about this right now. Like, come on, are you serious? And an island that's supposed to be very diverse, very multicultural, it ain't displaying in our art. We're not considered to be on that pedestal like other people. Um, but you know what? We have to work on that as an island. We honestly do. And this is why Sabrina and I are talking about it. We're educating those who listen to the podcast, and hopefully they incorporate what we talk about um, in their daily lives throughout 2021, you know?
but yeah, I just think that diversity and is just not something that you should go around doing once or twice, but like if you have a message you want to spread on your platform, I feel like this should be part of the message as well. I don't know, I don't really feel like you should be if you want to make a change and if you want to do better and if you want to improve as a person or whatever, I think you should be allowed to be taking in diversity and making it as part of your process, and making sure the content you create, whatever, especially from being on this end, and you make sure you feel others, make others feel more accepted and represented. Like that shouldn't be something so new and different and exotic, so to say, because we witness like so many cultures and so many different type of people and so many different styles and everything every day in our life. It's nothing new, so to for it to be treated as such is kind of like weird to me, so to say.
And also looking at it, like besides like social media and stuff, I feel like a lot of dark skin men, especially, and I don't understand why. I have to call you out, period. I don't understand how like dark skin is beautiful. Let's just like get that out there. Dark skin is beautiful. But is the fact that they would say on the top of their lungs that dark skin is not beautiful, and they would never date someone that is darker than them or the same color as them. They have to be lighter than them, curly hair. And it's just like you saying all of that. You want this specific type of individual that, to be in your future, I guess. In the process of, uh, in the process of in the process of saying that you're also hurting others that may be close to you, and including your mom, like your own mom, you're considering, you're not considering to be beautiful. And it's sad. It really is sad, and that's still to this day. And I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. Like, make it make sense. I feel like um in other countries, I feel like, we're getting somewhere, but it's not where it should be, when it comes to like diversity and inclusiveness. It's not where it should be, but slowly by slowly, model agencies are, making it more inclusive for everyone to get a chance to do something that they love or would want. Or like if like anyone could walk in and say, hey, I want a model, and they wouldn't be judged or discriminated against, and I love that. And I feel like St. Martin needs to do better. Period.
Yeah, I feel like right now, like the point we are in, different communities are starting to be recognized. But I really and truly hope that this is just not a trend and it's not treated as a trend to finally recognize communities, but to continue doing so. And I think like on the island itself, this island, I think it's really important to start recognizing other people because more than, as you were saying, more than just social media, it goes beyond that. Like within conversations, clubs, like the whole community itself, there's a lot of things in which we do not discuss about, and there's a lot of shaming going on. Like it be your own friends who are not in these, so to say, beauty standards or whatever, but you would still talk about them and shame, not talk about them in specific, but talk about the features they have and shame them or whatever. And that's also an issue. I feel like that needs to change as well within the community, but also like the people we see within the community being represented, like also as I was saying before, in these clubs, these teams or whatever, there's not much diversity there too. And I think it's not, it's also, it had interest has to do with it, like maybe the certain type of people are into these things, but it's also more about who is being chosen to be seen and who isn't. So I think these type of things have to be thought about as well.
Yeah, and right now, St. Martin needs to start making everybody the main character, And it's, I don't know,
Period.
like that's a model for 2021. Everybody, yo, take a shot every time I say 2021. But that's a model for this year and forever. Like, come, like, do better. I can't believe it. Like, I'm still in awe. Like, now that we're talking about it, and I hate. Oh, I also, well, I've been I've encountered this many times, and it really be your own. Like as Ronnie said, it really be your own. Um, Especially with, like, for example, a dark skinned woman with type 4C hair, they have a lot of self hate towards themselves, and it is displayed because what I've seen and what I've like encountered in discussions and whatnot, um, they would literally like compliment someone's child and say, "Oh yes, they're like so beautiful," and like, thank God they got your hair texture, because like, what if they got like type 4 hair? Like that would have been a mess. And it's just like, why would you do that to yourself? But it all starts from self hate, and that's something we need to also, you know, improve on.
Address. Uh-huh.
Need to improve on,
Uh,
because it really be your own for real. Uh
but yeah, I just think it's quite like sad that it has to reach to the point where such these standards make people want to hate themselves, and there's a lot of internalized hatred towards these things that spread on to other individuals and generations. Like it's a pity that I had to end up like this, but I really hope that individuals can unlearn these standards and this hatred they have for themselves, to recognize that it's not your fault for being who you are and your origin, and that being not being in these standards, or like being represented to, I don't know how to say this, but like just not fitting these standards, yeah, not fitting these standards is not something that you can control, and it's okay to not be fitting these standards or part of them as well. And I don't think as well at the same time that we should shame people who fit these standards as well, because there's extremities within these standards too, and there's a lot of hatred also for the people like within these standards, because they do not feel enough and all these type of things, and there's a lot of people who also hate on them as well. So
and they can
there's
also
certain,
to maintain this type of like lifestyle or this type of image.
Yeah.
For example, like a slim, thick body. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
this island craves for
So
that.
it's just
Loves that for some reason. And imagine being someone with that like desired figure, and you have to like watch everything you're eating, or like if you gain a little weight, everybody like hating on you, you know? So listen,
Mhm.
it's deeper than it really is. But um
I think that not like if you are part of the beauty standard, I understand that maybe there might be a certain struggle as well. But I think it's very important to recognize those who aren't and the issue and the root there and try to uplift those as well. So I
mhm.
think that's very important too. Because and you wanna say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say that what you were saying before, like those who are put in the spotlight, they should use their image, their public image, and educate those who are putting them in the spotlight and say, hey, why don't you have XYZ?
Exactly.
Call them out.
Exactly.
Like, you know, but I feel like because you put in the spotlight, it's like you're gonna have to like appreciate it in a sense and like be humble with it at the same time. Like I feel like maybe they too might agree with those people as well, but I mean, at the same time, we're trying to find peace and we're trying to find a how you say like a what's the word?
A middle ground.
Yeah, there we go. With everybody because I don't know, nobody really wins. Nobody really wins because once again, if they are taken out of the spotlight in like and then they're replaced with somebody else, it's like they're kind of like losing in a sense. But again, they might know diversity is important, but they don't care, you know? So that's something we also have
That's
to.
where inclusiveness, I think, comes in because, yeah, we all know diversity, but the point where you actually try to include them, make them feel welcomed and accepted within the community or the space is the issue of it all. Because, as we were saying before, St. Martin is so diverse and everything, but do people actually feel included within the community is a whole nother story. And that's where a lot of internalized hate, identity issues, etc., stem from because there's no type of acceptance and there's a lot of misrepresentation or just not enough representation. And those are the issues and the factors leading to these issues.
And there are people who are willing to just, put their minds together and make something just as equally beautiful, you know? Like, I mean, come on. You're just not trying hard enough. But there are people.
Exactly. I mean, like, there are platforms, and just in general, as a community, there's so much that could be done. Talking about big platforms or small platforms, but just advocating and trying to make it part of the process rather than a concept is just so much more important and should be done as well. So, yeah, and I was also talking about this before this whole episode, but I was also thinking that I don't want to see only the underrepresented people trying to represent themselves. I want to see the people who are being represented try to represent the underrepresented people. I want to see the connections and the interactions and people identifying and um, understanding other people's struggles and trying to address them as well. So to really come together. And I think that's so important too. Connor Montesante said important in this episode. Take a shot every single time, guys. But yeah.
I'd also like to point out Starbani and I are not hating in any type of way because I feel like there would be some people who are like, they're just jealous, they can't get what we have. But honestly, if I would want to say that, if you think that I want to model, trust me, I can't model to save my life. Okay. I'd rather be behind the camera to be honest. So yeah, we're just speaking on something that really matters to us and educate those who are lacking the knowledge in that situation.
Or like who've never experienced such
Yeah.
as well.
And let them know that, people want to be heard. They're struggling. They want to,
Exactly.
yeah.
I feel like the feeling of never being seen or appreciated is just like a feeling that people do not want to experience. Like, I wouldn't say it's such a terrible thing, but at the same time, it's not the best thing as well. So I think this is where this conversation comes from, just from the place of feeling very left out or such like that, or just not being seen from your own people or where you're from exactly.
Period. um, but in terms of diversity, I feel like we should be a little bit more specific because we can say that a lot of people say, yeah, but Shantini, like Black people are being represented here on the island, Indian people are being represented here on the island, you know. But at the same time, those Black people who are being represented are light skin, are they have curly hair, and those Indian people that are being represented probably have like lighter skin color, or fairer skin color, maybe like a slim thick body. And I mean, it doesn't really necessarily point out or give I forgot what it's called. Okay, when I have like, white people and they say, yeah, I'm not racist because I have a Black friend. I feel like those people are being represented are kind of like the Black friend. I don't know how to explain it.
Like a token, like a
Yeah,
token
yeah,
for
exactly. That's exactly what it is.
just just there to show the little bits of diversity. And that's the thing though, because anyone I see who is like me is just always one of them.
Yeah.
And that's obviously presenting everybody. So it's just like I don't feel seen still. Like I don't know, I don't feel seen. Like I don't feel like I'm seeing somebody like me.
Anyways, guys, that was it for the episode. I hope you guys like it. This is the first episode for the year. I hope there's more to come. We're very busy. We're looking busy. So I don't know. We'll see when we can make a next one, hopefully very soon. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let us know what you think about the episode and for any other, ideas or topics you guys want us to talk about, go ahead.
Yes. If you have any ideas or suggestions for discussions you'd like us to see and hear our perspectives, let us know. And also just let us know your questions, comments, concerns regarding this topic. Do you feel represented? Do you not? We would like to know what you feel regarding diversity and inclusiveness, whether it's on your island, whether it's on this island, or wherever you're from. So let us know.
And don't forget to follow us on our YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify, and SoundCloud, because we have SoundCloud too. Let us please give us a little follow, share, like, comment, and subscribe. That's about it. Thank you guys so much for listening.
I'm Serbani.
I'm Shantini.
And we are UnderTwenty.
We're going to the universe.
To the universe.
Tired. Let me just leave like this. Okay, bye.
Bye, guys.